Welcome back to UniXDBS, and today we're going to go over the first 5 cards that have gotten released from the 2022 anniversary box. So yeah, we're going to jump right into that. The first thing I do want to say is if you haven't already, I would highly suggest going to the official Facebook group for Dragon Ball Super, the card game, and actually just giving it a follow, because that is where I'm getting these rips, and that is where you're going to find the official announcements as well as spoilers. Past that, you got the unofficial just discussion group on Facebook as well, the unofficial Reddit. You've got Universe X's Discord, which has the card game discussions about it, but it also has discussions about Digimon, One Piece. It has games. Like, I have channels for everything, and if there's not a channel for you, just talk to me. I'll make it. Like, we'll find places for you to chill and have fun. So past that, we are going to just get into the video. And the last thing I'm going to say before we continue is just that, hey, this channel is growing. We're close to 2,000. We're going to keep growing. And so if you would like to join the UniX fam and support me directly, you can just hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing, like the video, and as always, comment with your opinions, your points, like what you're excited for, so the video trends. So let's actually hop directly into, just the cards themselves. Got the old reading glasses on. So we got because I don't have my contacts in. So first and foremost, we got Hit Ready to Brawl. I'm not going to go too far into this. I'm just going to read over it because we do have that in a previous video. But I guess, like, if this is your first time checking out the channel, we got the 2-cost Red Unison. That's where Red Unisons like to be. I know Videl is really hot, but 2 is just such a cost-efficient number for red. Auto once per turn. When this card is attacked by a card with 10,000 power or more, switch the target of the attack to your leader. So once per turn, you can turn a damage that would come to this card into life being taken. So it's essentially self-awakening if you think about it. +1, activate main, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then place up to 1 skillless battle card, energy cost of 2 from your deck to your drop, then shuffle your deck. Okay. Then you've got its +0, activate main, red, if your leader card is a red hit card and your opponent has 3 or more energy, play up to 1 mono red hit card, the energy cost of 4 from your hand. Okay. So here we go. There's a couple cool things about this. One, this guy is super self-awakening. His +1 is going to take a life, and his auto during your opponent's turn is going to redirect a life, meaning that this leader is going to be able to, in 2 turns, put you down to 4 life and awaken. Or this Unison is going to do that to your leader. So that's actually very, very, very nice. Then, and that can be used for any red deck, but its +0 is going to be probably the best part about it, simply because, well, outside of awakening, obviously, but simply because this is going to allow you to play Foreseeing Hit, and playing Foreseeing Hit is actually a monstrous ability. Like, Foreseeing Hit's a great card. Any card that's going to let you see into your opponent's hand and potentially remove threats is going to be a good card. So granted, this isn't going to get around things like God Sealing or anything, because you'll be able to do that, but I'm pretty sure this is going to open up a window where your opponent has to blind God Sealing, and that is going to be particularly interesting. So I actually really like this card a lot. Only time will tell though. Reboot Hit is not necessarily bad, but it's not Zenkai level either. So we're gonna see. The next card that we have here is Peel Off Mechanized Partnership. You got the auto limit red. If your leader card is a red peel off card and there are 1 or more peel off shoe and my cards in your drop, when this card is using a combo from your hand, play up to 1 peel off machine, the master bot from your deck, then shuffle your deck. This is a connector piece, and yes, the deck can actually get peel off shoe and my in your drop pretty quickly, but this is a connector piece by far, and it costs 2, so you're probably going to be using this on turn 3, turn 4. I don't mind this, but I have not seen peel off be touched in a long time, and I think it's going to take more than this card to just, unearth the deck. Correct me if I'm wrong. Next, you got a card that's been heavily talked about. You got Android 18 with Reckless Abandon. Counterattack, limit 1, negate the attack, then play this card and choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, and it gains minus 15k power for the turn. Awesome. Permanent, Sparking 7. If your leader card is a mono red Universe 7 Sun Goku card, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand and drop by 2. Permanent, if this card will be removed from the game area, you may remove it from the battle area, remove it from the game instead. Okay, cool. And then permanent, you can activate this card's counter skill from your drop by paying its energy cost and discarding 1 card from your hand. Okay, so there's a bunch of things about this. 1, it is a 1-cost negate, and in red, there's a lot of 1-cost negates that are not quite just one negate. Imposing Presence is going to start blanketing your opponent's attack or attacking turn. Violent Raise is going to floodgate them. So it's a little weird to have a 1-for-1. That being said, this can potentially be a 2-for-1 because you're going to negate an attack and you're going to give something minus 15k. You can either kill something that's 15k or you can make something that's 20k with dual attack almost a useless swinger. So this is closer to a 2-for-1 than it is a 1-for-1. I am a little upset that it's only Son Goku because I like it when the Universe 7 cards can kind of be splashed between each other, but it is what it is. This card is pretty good. I'm not really feeling U7 Goku at this moment, but that could change. Red U7 decks have a lot of 1-drops they can choose from, so they're all Gogeta compatible. So for all I know, this could be a part of the new wave. Only time will tell, but I definitely will be testing, even though I don't really like U7 Goku that much. Let's move on to the next card. We have got Super Saiyan Son Gohan, Come What May. And this card has Deflect, has Blocker, Permanent, your yellow Trunks feature cards with energy cost of 1 gain Barrier. This is very important. Auto limit 1, when this card is played, you may place 1 card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. If you do play up to 1 yellow Trunks feature card with energy cost of 1 from your deck or drop, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Auto, choose 1 Trunks feature card in your battle area. When this card activates Blocker, attacks or activates Blocker, use 1 card from under the chosen card in the combo, then switch the chosen card to active mode and it can't attack for the turn. Okay, so there's a whole lot about this card. 1, Deflect Blocker, that's cool, but it doesn't have Barrier into 10k, so it's hecka removable. 2, it's going to give your Trunks feature cards with energy cost of 1 Barrier, so your startup cards are going to be protected. They will have to kill Gohan first to get to Trunks, and that's very thematic. Very thematic. You gotta kill the mentor to get his team. So that's pretty neat. Its limit 1 ability is cool too because it's straight up deck fixing. And then because it doesn't require you to put it to the drop or something, it requires you to put it at the bottom of your deck. You can literally, if you only had 1 target left in your deck in hand and it was in your hand, you can put that at the bottom of your deck and then play it. This is worded very well and I dig it. But yeah, this is a mad fixer. On top of that, the second auto is pretty cool because you're going to be able to turn this into a 15k attacker and make Z energy based off of taking cards that you weren't really going to use under that Trunks and using it as combos. So all in all, this is a very solid card. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't scream broken at you, but this is a lot of utility. It does a whole lot for the deck. Next, we have got Fused Zamasu, Righteous Inequity. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Z Awaken, yellow. If your life is at 4 or less and you send 1 Zamasu card and 1 Goku Black card from your Z energy to your warp, yellow Goku Black. So this is clearly Realm of the Gods. I was talking about that earlier. Auto, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. Cool. Activate battle. Once per turn, choose or place 2 non-super combo Zamasus. Alright. And or Goku Black cards from your drop to the bottom of your deck in any order. This card gains plus 5k power and double strike for the battle, and choose up to 1 of your Zamasu cards to switch to active mode at the end of the turn. Okay. This is absolutely hilarious because essentially, when I saw that this is getting a Z Awaken, I was very excited because the deck has so much filter that it needs gas. It needs gas. It needs other assets in terms of power, whether it be stopping power like disruption, removal, whether it be like an offensive threat. And this is definitely more offensive, but 20k double striking isn't really saving the deck when it's a yellow/blue deck. It's not like the deck was going to combo very high on that. And of course they wanted to balance it so you can't restack your super combos, thank God. Otherwise, you know, you just have Zamasu super combos for days because the deck is quite capable of shuffling. So I'm kind of sitting here. This is a little wild to me. The card is good. Don't get me wrong. The ability to recycle Goku Blacks and Zamasus in a deck that can potentially deck out very fast, followed by giving itself double strike and making it a 20k is very cool. However, I don't think this is enough to bring the deck to a whole new plane. If the deck is good, this is going to make it better, but this isn't going to fix anything the deck currently had problems with, and that on its own is just a little sad. Next, We got Frieza, just a warm-up. I was wondering which Frieza deck this would go to, because this could go to quite a lot. This could be OG Golden Frieza. This could be Life Frieza. There's a lot, and it turns out this is Life Frieza. If your leader's backside is Frieza Resurrected, when this card is played, you may add one mono yellow Frieza's army card or mono yellow Unison from your hand to your life face up. Cool. If you have added a card to your life, draw one card and place one card from your life in the drop. Okay. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader's backside is Frieza Resurrected and you place one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck, look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add one yellow Frieza's army card and energy cost of 4 or less, or one yellow Unison with specified cost of 2 amongst them to your hand, shuffle the deck. This is really cool that this is a actual limit 1 effect. As long as this card stays on the board, it's a 1 drop. So this could literally be swing with your leader, combo, play this guy. He's 15k, so you're gonna be able to swing with that. When he's played, you're gonna be able to fix your stuff. Let's see. Yep, you're gonna be able to fix your life a little bit, make more face at life. You're also going to be able to draw one card. So this is a whole cycle. This is the whole cycle on auto. But then his activate main 1. Yeah, place one card from bottom of your deck. So it's all a cycle. There's no necessary plussing. There's not a plus here. But this is cycle and fixing, and this deck was already able to do quite a lot of that already, so it kind of doubles down on the themes. I'm kind of wondering if this is going to be that great, but already it kind of seems like it's good enough. So I am very, very excited to see how this is going to work. I don't like Life Frieza. I think the deck is very annoying to play against, but yeah, these are pretty cool starting out. I'm definitely excited to see how these cards work. So yeah, let me hit the closing on it, you know? So all in all, first 6 cards actually, I think the winners for me by far were the Android 18. Even if I don't think U7 is particularly well positioned because red is very tight and strong right now, I think U7, like that Android 18, is actually a very, very, very good addition to the deck. In terms of utility, I think Sun Gohan for the future Sun Gohan deck is really good too. I just don't necessarily like the deck in general because it puts all of its eggs in a giant barrier card, and Faded Rivals makes me very, very, very scared to do that. So yeah, those are my 2 winners for this one. I think Pilaf doesn't impress me because the deck hasn't impressed me in a while. And then Life Frieza, I'm just hoping it doesn't add more consistency to a deck that's already very, very annoying to play against. And then you've got Zamasu, which is, yeah. And the hit is going to be personally one of my favorites just because I like playing foreseeing hit, but I can't pretend like that's going to make the card good. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. I'm cooking up a whole lot of stuff. Gonna be trying to come out with video after video after video after video because I have the time, and if I had the time, might as well put out the content. Yeah, no. So yeah, if you want to help support, like I said, there's plenty of places in the description to do so. You could subscribe to the other pages to help boost them up, and I will see you guys the next time you decide to join Universe X.